everyone, my name is Ritika and welcome to my channel if you're new, and if you're not new then welcome back to my channel. I hope you do like the videos I've been putting up until now, and if you're new to my channel, do consider subscribing to my channel. I make videos related to books, fashion and lifestyle as well. So today I'm back with the book review. I'll be reviewing the book The Vault of Vishnu by Ashwin Sanghi. Now this was a book which had been on my list for a really long time, had meant to read it, but I never really got around to doing it. I don't know why. So I picked this book up this time and I was determined to read it. Now first and foremost, I'll give you a warning. It's not an easy book to read. I'll give you that right at the beginning. I am a really fast reader, but even then this book took me at least, I would say, 10 to 12 days to read, and it's not even that, that fat a book. It's pretty like medium-ish. So you need to take your time out. You need to be in that kind of headspace to read this book, because it's like a 350-400 page long book, but the first few pages of the book, they are really detailed and might seem boring to a few people, but I can tell you this much, that you stick on, read it, go through it, and I can assure you it gets really interesting, pays off. This is one prime example of patience will bear its fruit. It's really amazing. So starting off with the small gist of the book. So this book basically starts when an attack happens against Indian soldiers from Chinese soldiers, of course, by the Chinese soldiers in Doklam, and the Indian soldiers in the Indian army is at their wits end trying to figure out the what, how, when, why of this entire attack, and they have no idea as to the kind of attackers, because they have never ever faced these kind of attackers before. So now to look into this case and to investigate into this, they appoint this one particular lady called Pam Khurana from DRDO. Now, obviously, since it's more like a research process or research program, so they choose her from DRDO, and we later get to know that, why she was chosen, on whose recommendation and things like that. So it's a really, like I'm telling you, if you're fond of thrillers, read this book. The first 100 pages, I know, but go on and read this book. So yeah, getting back to the topic. So yeah, Pam Khurana is chosen. Now she is the daughter of a martyred war hero. His name was Colonel Khurana. So she's his daughter. So she comes really highly recommended. He basically got killed when he was returning from one of these wars by a stray bullet. So he is a war hero. So she comes really highly recommended. So this story then moves on from there, and how she looks into the various aspects, looking at the recording of the war, what can happen, from where she gets the ideas and things like that. Now the beauty of this book is that there are two parallel running storylines here. One is set in the modern day, which the attack we're talking about, the Doklam attack, Pam Khurana trying to figure out what is happening with the help of others. And the second narrative that we have parallelly going with it is a narrative of Hyun Sang and his travels from China to India. We've all read about Hyun Sang in our history books. I mean, I have for sure, and that's one name I don't know why I've never been able to forget. Of course, he was very renowned and of course revered, so you won't forget him. So you'll actually get to know of his travels. It's beautiful, I can tell you, it's beautiful. It's nothing like I've read before. So these two storylines are running parallelly in this book. And what is amazing is that, I did not even know it was possible, but these two storylines have been brought together by something completely unexpected. For starters, I did not know why the book was named Vault of Vishnu. And it's not until the fag end of the book that you get to know why, the title is justified, why it's called the Vault of Vishnu. Me, for one, I did not have such a lot of, grasp or insight into history of this kind. So this book was a total eye-opener for me. I'm sure it will be for you as well. So like I said, two parallel narratives. Another thing which caught my attention in this book was that, science and philosophy, or science and spirituality, they are not treated as two different separate entities, completely exclusive of each other. They have their overlaps into each other, and it's shown how science in its heart and its core is actually related to spirituality and, religion and a lot of philosophy. So that's another beautiful aspect of this book. It brings together happenings or events that happened in the far past, and it brings it together to the present scenarios and how your future can be predicted by that. It's beautiful. If you're interested to know about more about like the Indian Army, how that works, more about the DRDO, more about how research projects are carried out, this book is totally for you. It gives you a deep dive into the kind of the living situations, into the kind of trainings that they go through, the kind of the kind of wars that they have to go through, the kind of timelines they follow, timetables they follow. Apart from that, there's also a lot that is said over here about Indo-China relationships, about India and US relationships, about China and USA relationships. So, it's got a political side of it as well, which is, of course, always important in running any nation. So, it gives us a tad bit of insight into that as well. There's another sphere in this book which talks about, Pam Khurana's father's death and why that happened, when that happened, what circumstances. There's a whole mystery or an aura created around that. It's beautiful. For one, I really liked the book because of the way that it progressed. I mean, it would seem boring, like I said, it seems boring in the beginning, but as you go on, you won't be able to put down the book. I can tell you that for sure. Right from the beginning, even when it's completely detail oriented and really, really, I mean, it really taxes your brain, I can tell you that much. Even then, you won't be able to put down the book. It's one of the best reads I have read this quarantine, and I can tell you I've read a lot of books this quarantine. So yeah, that was my review. Do give this book a read. It's worth it. It's totally worth it. Each and every page, each and every word, it's like an insight into a different sort of a world. And that was it for this book review. I have reviewed a lot of other books as well. So I'll link the playlist down below for all my book reviews. Do go ahead and check them out. And if you want me to review some other books, or if you want to know about the kind of books I read this quarantine, then do let me know in the comments down below. And don't forget to subscribe. I also have an Instagram page which goes by the name Sketchbook. I'll put in the name somewhere on the screen, and I'll also put the link in the description box below. Do go ahead and follow me there to check out my content mainly related to fashion over there. I'm a huge fashion enthusiast as well. So yeah, that's it for today. Thank you so much. Bye bye.